What if the ocean once held a predator so massive it made the great white shark look like a goldfish? Imagine a creature longer than a school bus, with jaws strong enough to crush a car in seconds. This wasn't just a shark, it was the Megalodon, the deadliest marine hunter to ever exist. Scientists believe it ruled the seas for millions of years, striking fear into everything that swam. In this video, we'll dive deep into the terrifying size, unmatched power, and mysterious extinction of this giant. Get ready, because the legend of Megalodon is about to come alive. Millions of years ago, long before humans walked the earth, the oceans were ruled by a true monster, the Megalodon. This giant shark lived around 23 to 3.6 million years ago during the Miocene and Pliocene epochs. With an estimated length of up to 60 feet, it wasn't just the largest shark ever, it was the king of the seas. Every creature, from whales to smaller sharks, lived in its shadow. Even today, scientists still call Megalodon the scariest predator in history. Its sheer size, crushing bite force, and dominance make it a legend that continues to haunt our imagination. The story of Megalodon begins not with a complete skeleton, but with its massive teeth. For centuries, people discovered giant triangular teeth buried in rocks and thought they were the tongues of dragons or serpents. It wasn't until the 17th century that scientists realized these belonged to an enormous shark. Since shark skeletons are made mostly of cartilage, very few bones survived the test of time. But Megalodon's teeth, some over 7 inches long, became the key to unlocking its secrets. By studying the jaws and comparing them to modern sharks, scientists estimated that Megalodon could grow up to 50 to 60 feet long. However, debates continue, with some researchers suggesting it may have been even bigger. Fossil evidence has been found on every continent except Antarctica, proving Megalodon was a global predator. These discoveries give us a chilling glimpse into just how powerful this ancient monster once was. When it comes to size and power, Megalodon was in a league of its own. While today's great white shark averages around 15 feet, Megalodon could stretch over 60 feet, 4 times longer, and at least 10 times heavier. Its jaws alone were wide enough to swallow a grown human whole. Scientists estimate its bite force reached over 40,000 pounds per square inch, stronger than a T-Rex and powerful enough to crush the bones of whales like twigs. Unlike modern sharks that often attack with quick strikes, Megalodon likely used brute force and ambush tactics. It could slam into prey with its massive body, stunning them, before delivering bone-crushing bites. Fossilized whale bones show deep gouges from teeth that match Megalodon's, proving it hunted giant marine mammals. This combination of size, raw power, and devastating hunting strategy made Megalodon the ultimate apex predator of the ancient seas. Megalodon thrived in warm, shallow seas that stretched across the globe, from the coasts of North and South America to Europe, Africa, and Asia. Fossil evidence shows it had one of the widest ranges of any marine predator, dominating oceans almost everywhere except Antarctica. Its diet was as massive as its size. Megalodon feasted on early whales, giant sea turtles, seals, and even other sharks. With its incredible speed and crushing bite, nothing in the ocean was safe. Smaller predators like great whites and killer whales today would have been mere snacks for this giant. At the top of the food chain, Megalodon had no natural enemies. It controlled entire ecosystems, shaping the evolution of marine life for millions of years. Wherever Megalodon swam, it was the ruler of the seas, a true apex predator that kept the balance of power firmly in its colossal jaws. Around 3.6 million years ago, the reign of Megalodon came to a mysterious end. One leading theory is climate change. Earth's oceans began cooling as ice ages approached, reducing the warm waters Megalodon needed to thrive. This shift also affected the migration patterns of its favorite prey, especially whales, pushing them into colder regions where Megalodon could not follow. At the same time, new predators like early killer whales and great white sharks began to rise. Smaller, faster, and able to hunt in packs, they competed with Megalodon for food. To make matters worse, whale populations declined during this period, leading to severe food shortages. With less prey to sustain its enormous body, Megalodon struggled to survive. Eventually, a combination of climate change, competition, and starvation likely drove this giant shark to extinction, ending the rule of one of the most terrifying predators the world has ever seen. Even though Megalodon vanished millions of years ago, its legacy continues to capture our imagination. In movies like The Meg and countless documentaries, it's portrayed as a living monster lurking in the deep, waiting to resurface. Legends and myths often fuel the idea that Megalodon might still be alive, hidden in unexplored parts of the ocean. After all, the sea covers more than 70% of our planet, and much of it remains a mystery. This possibility fascinates people and keeps the legend alive. However, scientists agree that an animal of such massive size could not survive unnoticed today, especially without evidence of fresh carcasses or bite marks on whales. Beyond myths, Megalodon has made a lasting impact on marine science. Its fossils help researchers understand shark evolution, ocean ecosystems, and the rise of modern predators. Megalodon may be extinct, but its story continues to inspire awe and fear. Megalodon was the undisputed king of the ancient seas, bigger than any shark alive today, with a bite strong enough to shatter bones and the power to hunt whales with ease. It ruled the oceans like no predator before or after. But here's a question for you. If Megalodon still existed, do you think it could defeat today's killer whales? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history's most terrifying shark, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And stay tuned. Our next episode uncovers another terrifying extinct animal you won't believe once roamed Earth.